Now is a time you have all been waiting for. We're finally going to start WordPress, and you'll get to see how everything that you've learned so far can tie into WordPress, especially if you get really deep into editing themes, which we're not going to get into a whole bunch this semester. But without further ado, the way I would like you to create an account is actually going into the module inside the class, and then there's going to be a link that says Get Your Site. Please click on that. And the reason why I want you to do that as opposed to just going to say wordpress.com is because in here you actually have a more well, it's a more controlled system in that we have the ability to give you more control. You'll actually be able to edit the cascading style sheet, the CSS of your site. I have added some plugins into the site, but if you know of some that you would like to try, just let me know and I can add them. And same with themes. You have more theme options available. And if you know of a theme, if you're out on searching the web and you find a nice theme that you'd like to use, let me know and I could add it and make it available to everybody. What we have here is a multi-site network created at the Bluehost hosting site that it was set up by our department, the communications department at Texas A&M. So this is why I would like you to use our system. So you're going to go ahead and just click on this and go ahead and give yourself, I'm going to say Susan 2 because I have already used regular Susan. Notice I don't have any capital letter spaces or anything. It's all lowercase. If you have in a capital letter, it's going to boot it. And so I'm just going to put in, and I already used my Susan or Sescobar at Tamusa. So I'm going to use Susan.Escobar at Tamusa, which is my other email. I'm going to make sure that this is clicked, give me a site. I'm going to say next. So there it's popping up my site. I can say Susan's site. You can see I played with this already a little bit. Go ahead and allow search engines to find you, because as we are doing these as our professional sites, we do want search engines to be able to find us. So I'm going to say yes, sign up. Okay. So I did have to wait a significant amount of time. I have tested this with my Google Mail, with my Gmail, and I've tested it with my Texas A&M San Antonio email. And it took a significant amount of time, but all of my logins have arrived, or my activation links. And the reason why, you can see here, it says URL defense proof point. So they are using something in the checking to make sure there's something to try to block phishing. I Googled this URL defense, and it's a system to stop spamming and phishing systems. So that accounts for the delay in the arrival of the email. So hopefully you're not waiting till the last minute to do this project. So anyway, if I click on this, I've already actually, I think, activated this one. Let me check. Okay, so I have this and I have my password. So let's go ahead and log into this. I would take a picture or a screenshot of that so you don't lose it. Okay, so here I am in my dashboard. And the first thing that you'll want to do is probably take a look, test your site, and see what your page looks like. See, how do we actually get to see our site? Well, visit site, it's right there. So this is what my site looks like. So now I can go in and I can customize this. I can change my theme. I can change my title. So you're going to want to put your name in here. So changing your site identity, your site title, and your tagline, that is one thing I'm going to want to have you do. So you're going to save and publish and go back. You can change your colors here, but you can also change your theme. So I have all these different themes in here that you can play with, and you can pick and see which ones that you actually like. So go ahead and do that. One thing that's important for you to realize when you're working with WordPress is the difference between pages and posts. Most of you are familiar with blogs. Those are going to be posts. A Twitter feed, that's posts. Pages are more like web pages where you have static information. And so when you go into your dashboard, you can actually create both of these things. I would like you to create posts, and I would also like you to create pages. So you can add new, you can see that, you can see your pages, move them around. We're going to talk about creating navigation, but we're going to have that be next week. So those are things I want you to get done this week. I want you to create your site. I want you to change your title and your tagline. I want you to select a new theme. So you say appearance, themes, and you can go in here and you can select any theme that you like. I activated a bunch. Since this is a multi-install network, you have a little bit of a limit on your themes here. Well, actually, it's a significant limit because only things that I have installed and network activated. However, if you do have a background in WordPress and you have a theme that you want to use, just let me know and I will install it and network activate it. So go ahead and start playing with this. So the things you need to do, you need to change your title, your tagline, select a theme. Oh, I want you to create me as a user. So you're going to go in here to your users. I want you to actually add a new user. And you'll add me at 10. And I want you to add me as an administrator, please, so I can actually see what's going on behind your site. And this will eventually send me an email again, and it'll take forever for me to get it, so make sure that you get in there and do that. And I think to get in and start tinkering, that is really enough for this week. But again, I do want you to start thinking of the contents of what we've talked about as far as user experience, making this for the end user of your account, which is the employers or clients that are going to be hiring you in the future. So what is it, since you're making this site that is really about how you can help them, what do you need to have in this site? I want you to start thinking along those lines. Have fun with this. This is really quite a lot of fun once you get going in it, and let me know if you have any questions.